my name is Valerie Dawson. I'm so excited about the side dish challenge today in the Philadelphia cream cheese contest because I'm going to be making my cheesy Chipotle black bean cakes. And I have never shared this recipe with anyone. It's kind of my secret recipe. Everyone who tries them always says, what is the secret ingredient that makes these so different? And it is the Philadelphia cream cheese, the chive and onion variety, that makes these so good. So let's get started. I used the minis for this recipe, but you can use also the tub of the chive and onion cream cheese. I just happen to have these in my refrigerator. So I've already whipped the cream cheese so where it's smooth. So that's an important way to start, because once you get this beans and the peppers in there, you don't want to, mix it up too much. So you want to get that soft and whipped together. And then I add garlic. I have about 2 teaspoons of garlic. And I add 2 chipotle peppers. And I've minced them up. And I put a little bit of the sauce, about a tablespoon of the chipotle sauce in here as well. And then I have a half a cup of cornmeal. And I add a half a cup of flour to this. About a half a tablespoon of baking powder, a tablespoon of brown sugar, and I'm going to mix this with the cream cheese mixture. What I love about these black bean cakes is that you can serve them with so many different things, and it's stuff that you can pretty much all keep in your pantry. I usually have all of these ingredients around. So if I'm going to make something and I don't know what I'm going to serve with it, usually these black bean cakes will go with whatever I'm serving, whether I'm grilling fish or grilling steak, or even in the mornings with eggs. If I don't have any bacon, these are great with eggs, the black bean cakes. People don't miss the meat. So once you get this all mixed together, you're going to add a half of a yellow bell pepper and a half of a red bell pepper. And it just gives it some beautiful color and flavor. And then you're going to add 1 can of black beans that are drained. And you're going to mix all of this together until it is nice and smooth. And then once that's together, just add 1 egg. Crack that right in there. I mean, this is such an easy recipe. And 2 tablespoons of buttermilk. And then once you add that, about a half a teaspoon of salt. Crack some pepper right in there. And you have all the makings for your black bean cakes. And now for the fun part, you get to get your hands dirty. So it's time to shape the black bean cakes, and you just take a good amount and kind of press it down to where it makes a little patty. You can also make fritters and just put them in, drop them in the oil in balls, but it takes a little bit more oil if you do that. So I like to make black bean cakes. And you just do this until you've used all the mixture, and then we're gonna fry them in the hot peanut oil. Once you get your black bean cake shaped, you want to heat whatever kind of oil that you want. I like to use peanut oil, that's my favorite, but whatever kind of oil you like, heat it to about 350 degrees, and just a small amount in a skillet. And then you're going to take your black bean cakes and you're just going to put them in the oil, and you're going to cook them for about 2 minutes per side until they're golden brown. Oh, I can't wait. I want one already. Great thing about these black bean cakes as well is that you can kind of change them up a little bit by the topping that you decide to put on them. They're perfectly good without any topping, but sometimes, depending on what I have on hand, I like to make an avocado crema, where you take avocado and lime juice and put it in the blender, and you can add a little bit of Philadelphia cream cheese to that as well, and that makes a great sauce. Or if you've got mango, you can cut that up with some of your leftover red bell pepper that you have, and some jalapeno, whatever you've got on hand, and make kind of a relish to put on top. There's just so many different things that you can do to make these black bean cakes a little bit different every time you make them. So So they are so good, and they're browning up so nicely here. Such an easy thing to make. Look at the colors. Oh, I can't wait. My black bean cakes are finished, and I cannot wait to try them. For the garnish today, I actually mixed some of the Philadelphia cream cheese, chive, and onion cream cheese with some sour cream. And I also garnished this with some green onion chives that I grew in my garden. The first herb that I've grown this year. I like to grow my own herbs. And some mango. And I am going to try this right now. That is delicious. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.